Hello again, welcome back. I've done tutorials on all the roles. Now this is just going to be like general advanced tactics, and I'll narrate over my gameplay and explain what I'm doing, including positioning, general strategy, and things to get you above everyone else. Because you'll realize very quickly that 80% of the players in the game are doing the exact same thing, and they're going to lose the exact same ways. So in this video, I'm going to explain how to be better than that. To think freely, out of the box. I'm literally Andrew Tate giving you the red pill. You could subscribe to my pyramid scheme. I cannot down below. Give me a like for more, and let's get into it. Okay, I just want to go over something quickly, and that's how to find certain game modes with DLC or some maps in rotation, because I get this comment quite a bit. How are you playing X map? How are you playing X mode, etc, etc. So I just want to go over this very quickly. Multiplayer, always use a server browser. Server browser is the best way of finding games. Number one, go by free slots, tick these lot. This will show you the games that have players in them. Going from there, you can select the server you'd like. Not all servers play all maps, so you can find this out by going on the three dots, game info, and look, only Cyano. I know it says in the title, but that's an example about this one. A good wide variety of them here, but if you're looking for specific rotations, for the vanilla rotation, default maps, type dice. Tsar for Tsar rotation. For the Apocalypse rotation, Passchendaele, Caporetto, River Sum. Tutti, Turning Tides. Cap Hellas, Achibaba, Heligoland, Zeebrugge, and of course mixed for them all. TSNP for the French map rotation. So I have a popular clip, and I'll play that popular clip now. And I got a lot of original comments, to say the least. Self-reporting skill issue, but that will not go on to that. But I will show the full clip here, because a lot of what you don't see is, number one, I'm on my own. Number two, I'm behind their flank. So a lot of the enemies are on C, or D, or E. Anywhere between there, either way, I'm behind where they're looking. So, number one, I have the advantage of surprise, or the element of surprise. Oh my god, my hard drive. I definitely need a new hard drive. Either way, I saw my teammates, squad mates, died from that direction. So guess what? I didn't go that direction. I went a different way, found a new route, and snuck my way in. I played it cool and carefully. And then I count 3 enemies. So, I know there's 3. There's 2 here. 1's shooting at me. So, he's the first priority. Out the window he is. He's got a shotgun. He misses. Unlucky bozo. I don't. And then, catch these 2 by surprise. And the 2 scouts had no chance. The medic was a bit dumb, and again, caught by surprise. He probably thought I was dead already, and the enemy was already taken out. I was not, so he had a gift of dynamite. Along with anyone he just revived. Now I'm down to 3 shells, so I need to make those count. And which I do. Another good strategy to do, if you need ammo or you need health and you've just killed an enemy which can provide those, swap kits with them, drop the ammo, switch back, and then you can have more ammo. But also, flanking like that can also offer your team, well, more importantly your squad, a flank and an opportunity to attack from a rear and places the enemy do not expect, which will allow you to capture the objective there. And once you've captured the objective there, it will give your team a massive advantage, as you'll have a new spawn point that will break the front line of attack. The one thing I can't stress enough is have a squad, or just be in a squad. See, squad of 1. That is very pointless. You're just playing on your own. Same with that guy. These 2 could merge together. These 2 could merge together. All of them could merge together into a full squad, and they would benefit from it. So just pay attention to the squad numbers and just be in a squad. Number 1, you get spawn points, and you can provide spawn points for your squad mates, as well as get additional points for it. So you get a higher SPM, score per minute. I do believe there is no good or bad guns. There are some more specialized guns, but all guns have its uses. It's a game of rock, paper, scissors, and some guns will outdo other guns. It's important to spot as much as you can. Sure, I'm not fighting these lot because they're too far away and they have too much cover. It's simply not worth fighting. Until I get into a good position where I can fight them. A good position where I have the cover and they don't. Like that. Now that's a tank. Although I have a limpet and a 18 aid. I've got a cross open area. So again, just simply isn't worth it. See, this teammate got a good position on E to attack. So, spawn on them and help them out. Use grenades to make enemies run from their cover. The key thing is using your mini-map. I know there is a lot of enemies here, so I don't want to engage them all at once. That's a death wish. Taking them on at a smart pace is far better. If I didn't look at my mini-map, I could have easily have run into at least 5 or 6 of them. Don't be that guy. Don't pull your parachute that high up. Otherwise, you've got a very long way down. Ah, he's finally made it down. If you're on the spawn screen and you see objectives being lost, it's best to try and take them and continue to hold them. Especially rear objectives, because they can offer additional equipment such as planes and tanks, more often than not. I don't think on this map you do though. Horses are a pain, but once you know how to deal with them, they're fairly easy-ish. Aim for the head of the horse, that'll deal the most damage. If your team abandons a tank, make sure to destroy it, or use it yourself. You don't want to give it to the enemy, otherwise you lose the tank spawn. Or your team loses the tank spawn. Another key to winning the fight is knowing your enemy. See, that's a sniper? There's no point engaging him at this range, as a sniper will win. Most of the time. However, get a sniper in close range, they're not too great. Medics are quite good at all ranges, and can heal up very quickly, so it's best to take them out quickly. Nice little 18 nade kill. Having a good backup as well can be very powerful. A good reliable backup. Sure, I could have a revolver, which will be better suited for CQC. However, sometimes a pistol that has a bit more range to it, bear in mind it has less damage, can be a bit more powerful to me. Also, having 18 nades can be very powerful for taking out planes. All guns have variants, or most guns. Use that to their advantage. If you've got a trench, hip fire it more. If you've got a storm, ADS more. Some of the benefits are a bit minimal, but any benefit is gonna win. Gonna put you slightly above everyone else. See, that L class is shooting me, but I don't really have much to deal with it. I'm sure I could AT rocket it. But ideally, you need the blimp the coastal cannons or planes to take those out and deal with those. So having a good team is very important and not always in your control. Always prioritize melee as well. Number one, if you've got the perk Pilferer, it will reward you for that anyway. But the other reason is it will stop them from being able to be revived. So it guarantees a death for them and they can't be revived by a medic. If you want more information on the perks or melee, I have separate videos on either. As I said at the start of the video, 80% of the players usually do the same things and same routes. You want to take the opposite routes, ideally with squad mates. Some guns have different ways of firing. Some offer far more powerful methods and different ways of shooting. For example, the CL can fire in single and full auto-ish, but more importantly, the General Lu. It offers an entirely different kind of firing altogether.
It's an entirely different kind of flying.
Pretty much becoming a sniper rifle. Had enough of that way? You can switch it back and go semi-auto. This is a great option for being a sniper, as well as having the aggressive option. This is probably the best example of changing the fire select to suit your preferences and combat situation. Another example of the fire select is the double barrels. You can fire each barrel individually or have it fire one after the next. I haven't found much use in doing two at once, but it may help you. After all, I find it's better to use each barrel and each shell to its fullest rather than just spraying them both at once. But it could have its use. Some guns offer quick reloads, some offer quite long reload. Knowing the gun, bear that in mind. For example, the From a Stop Auto has a really quick partial reload, but quite a lengthy empty reload compared to its partial. So, it will reward you for being more careful, using your bullets more sparingly. Key thing is, no information is information. You may notice, no one's really pushing this way. That could mean there's enemies there, or it could provide me with a flank. Depending on your health, sometimes it's just better to camp for a little bit, recover your health, and then move again. There's no point running into a firefight to die in one bullet. Key to using some of the guns, especially the support class guns, is to never let it overheat. Overheating just means a very unnecessary waste of time and an animation that needs to be played out, which will take you out the firefight for a little while. You'll know. You can hear when it's about to overheat, as it will make a hissing sound. The rate of fire will reduce and it will sound a little bit different. That is a good sign to slow down firing. Otherwise, that animation will play out and you need to wait a little bit. So, not ideal. Your mini-map is a very important tool. Number one, you can see any spotted enemies, you can see your teammates' locations, objective locations, and just a general map of the area. You can also enlarge it by pressing M, and you can also change how zoomed in or out it is by pressing N. You get the option of 25 meters, 50 meters, and of course 100 meters. So you may want to adjust that if you're playing SQC or longer ranges. The key thing is not to expose yourself from angles you're not looking at, or if you do, be aware. For example, there's a tank there. And I know there isn't enemies in front, but I do know there is an enemy here, so I'm just being careful of that. The most important thing to playing the best is to select your loadout, and select it carefully, bearing in mind its weaknesses and strengths. For example, the HAL automatic sniper. This is a very good one for medium to longer ranges. However, you're often outgunned in CQC. So, with that in mind, I've chose the auto revolver. The auto revolver is very powerful in CQC. So, where my HAL lacks its strength, I've made up for it with my sidearm. Now, choosing your gadgets as well is a very important part. Each has its benefits and weaknesses, all of which I've explained in my other tutorials. However, select it for what you want it to do. I want to heal and heal others, so bandage pouch for me. Syringe, because I think it is the most helpful towards the team as well as myself. I could select a rifle grenade, but I don't think they're that useful, so I prefer helping out my team more, so I select the syringe. The grenades can offer a wide variety of additional helpful tools, but since I'm lacking in the ability to take on vehicles, I've selected the light anti-tank grenade. So, although I won't able to fully take on tanks, I can at least damage them a little bit, if not destroy it if it's low on health. But it also gives me the ability to take out planes if you're smart.
Enemy plane! See it?
Melee, although mostly cosmetic, also can give you an advantage or a disadvantage. The short-bladed stuff can be faster, although the damage is weaker. I've gone over that in another video as well. But select it for what you want to excel in. The perks as well are important to select and choose carefully, because these often go overlooked. However, these can help you out and give you a little advantage over everyone else who does not use them. Choosing them is completely up to you and all personal preference. Along with the crosshair reticles, you may want to change them for your preference, along with magnification, etc. Okay, that's all I've got time for today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see ya.